While the intern was watching the commotion, he suddenly noticed the doctor was pressing down on the victim's airway. He rushed over to alert them.
原错位置了，你这样做会害死他。
我在救他，你没看见吗？
After speaking up, he moved the doctor's hand upward. The little boy's condition immediately improved. The young man's name was Sean. He had autism and struggled with communication, but he was a medical genius. That day he was heading to the hospital for an interview. On the way, he encountered construction workers, and falling glass injured a child who was in critical condition. Fortunately, there was a doctor on scene providing treatment, but Sean stepped in to contradict him. He moved the doctor's hand away, and the child immediately took a deep breath. Sean still felt something wasn't right. He lifted the child's shirt and discovered multiple puncture wounds on the chest. Then he rolled up the child's sleeve. Sean could visualize the blood vessel map in the arm. He determined that the external trauma had caused air to enter the child's chest cavity, a very serious condition. Sean rushed into a convenience store to grab supplies but forgot to pay and was stopped by an employee who thought he was shoplifting. Since Sean had autism and wasn't good at communicating, a passerby helped explain the situation. Sean returned to the scene and created an emergency device using a liquor bottle and tubing. He made an incision in the child's chest and inserted the tube. Something miraculous happened, bubbles started forming in the bottle, and the child's breathing returned to normal. When the ambulance arrived, Sean, who had an interview to attend, got in the vehicle. Upon reaching the hospital, Sean didn't care that he was late for his interview and followed the doctors closely. He kept insisting they needed to do an echocardiogram on the child. Sean had noticed problems with the EKG in the ambulance, but due to his communication difficulties, the doctors couldn't understand him. Security guards kicked him out, treating him like a troublemaker. The doctors found no abnormalities and began routine surgery. Sean was anxious and found his way to the chief of staff's conference room, where he was scolded for being emotionally agitated and late for his interview. Just then, a female doctor came from the operating room. The child's blood pressure was dropping. They remembered that Sean had been insisting on an echocardiogram. Sean was brought to the OR to take charge. After performing several echocardiograms, Sean spotted a tiny foreign object that everyone else had missed. The doctors removed an extremely small piece of glass from the boy's heart. The child was completely out of danger. The video of Sean saving someone on the street went viral online. In the conference room, all the department heads were impressed by this genius. They all wanted Sean in their departments.